We get a bit of an update as to what's happening at the Blind Sporting Council. Tim Haggis is involved with the collecting for the Blind Sporting Council, and he joins us. Hello, Tim.
Great, Pete. How you doing?
We're extremely well. And how are things going as far as collecting goes? I guess it's a bit reflective of the economy as to how things go.
Oh, no, well, we battle on as usual. We've got a great team of people out doing the business for Blind Sporting Council in South Australia, and we've been doing it for quite a while, as you may know. And after a little bit of a tough time over the last 6 months, we're starting to get back on top again.
What about access to premises to collect? Is that a bit of a difficult thing?
Well, the shopping centres that we rely on, I mean, most of the shopping centres, I'd say 80% of the shopping centres around South Australia are happy to have us in on a reasonably regular basis. We'll do most, somewhere between 2 and 4 times a year. Woolworths, I've got to say, are fantastic. They give us a lot of bookings, and without them, we would only be doing part of what we do. So we've got a lot of support. There are certainly places we'd like to go to that we are unable to at the moment, but in general it's pretty good.
Is part of the approach, if you like, trying to say, look, if you let us collect, that's part of you being a good corporate citizen as well. You're contributing to the community and to an organisation that's doing great work?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, we've been going around doing this. I think we've probably been running this campaign now for about 8 years, and and for what we do, we're well known, and people know that we do it. We do it a certain way, and our guys are very professional and well known, and the organisation's got a huge reputation as well. So it all contributes. So
what about that sort of the training or how you go about doing that? Can you sort of run us through how that happens? Because you don't sort of hard sell, do you?
I'm not quite with you there, Pete. Yeah. Sorry.
So someone who's collecting, how do they do it? You don't sort of you're not overtly sort of seeking money, are you? No. What we do is we go out, we put ourselves in a particular place in a shopping centre, and our people will stay in that spot. We don't harass people. We don't annoy people. We have a very professional presentation with a uniform and the signage and all that sort of thing, and we let the course speak for itself a little bit. We've got our team has a mixed variety of approach. Some say good morning to people as they walk past in a friendly way. Others will just smile or, where possible, make eye contact. It's very difficult because a lot of our collectors are vision impaired, so they can't really tell, who's coming and what the situation is. But we've managed to find a way of, sort of letting people know what we're all about without getting in their face too much. So you have signs up that people know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and I guess if they wanted to, sort of identify, what the organisation is that it's collecting? Yep, absolutely. Our signs, the Blind Sporting Council sign has little pictures of all the individual sports. I think swimming, cricket, lawn bowls and golf are on the current ones, and so people will come up and a lot of people say, my mother has gone blind, or one of my relatives has gone blind. How do we, what do we do? How do we get them involved in something? And so we kind of supply them with the information. We don't try to explain it because it's better that the Blind Sporting Council or the other sporting organisations do that. But we definitely like to put people, people identify with what we're trying to do, and when they can see the pictures of what's actually taking place, they get pretty excited about it. So it might be an opportunity for them to let their relative or friend know about opportunities that might arise for them to get involved in sport, maybe for the first time in their life, or perhaps for the first time since losing their sight. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I guess there are many ways of finding things out. I mean, when you lose your sight, you go to the RSP and you get all that sort of thing. But the Blind Sporting Council gets out there amongst the actual public. So someone who might not have even thought, I mean, a lot of people say, I never thought it was possible that a blind person could do that. And so we're presenting them with, like, the case of, well, you don't need to give up. There's plenty out there for you if you want to. And a lot of family members of people who have been vision impaired have said, oh, look, this is fantastic to know that my mum can go and do lawn bowls, or my dad can go and play golf again, and there are people there that understand what it's all about and can help them with it. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
Our lawn bowlers are away at the Nationals at the moment, so we hope they're doing well. Tim, you mentioned a number of people blind or vision impaired do collecting. Is that an opportunity for them to earn some income?
Absolutely, yes. There is I guess the thing is, I don't know how the public really, what they know about it all, but we have a team of people who are paid to do the job of collecting money. Now, they receive a commission, a small commission on the money they collect, and we've got a team of about 15 people who have been doing this for quite a while and know, and I think that all of them would say, if you ask them, that their life has improved through doing this, because first of all, they feel that they're doing a good thing, giving something back to the people that have helped them in the past, and also the fact that they've got a little bit of a job that's earning a bit of money. Now, it might not necessarily be great money, but as one of my collectors said to me the other day, he said, "Oh, the money's terrible, but I like the job." Well, the money's actually not too bad, but the job's not too bad either.
So do people get a percentage rather than sort of an hourly rate, or a bit of both?
Yeah, it's a percentage commission, a commission percentage of what they collect. It's really the only way that a charity can operate, because the thing is, you get people in and you train them up and you teach them to do the job, but ultimately you're leaving them out there in a shopping centre by themselves all day. So really it's up to them what they put in. And we've got a great team, as I said before, that all work very hard. But, people have good days and bad days, and the charity can't really afford to, pay for those sort of things. So the commission works beautifully. People are happy with it. It's a good little setup. And I guess if there's anyone listening to your program, Peter, that is looking for something and thinks that they might be suitable for this, that it would be good to hear from them, because our team will all step up and say this has been a good thing.
Are generally people on their own, Tim, when they're collecting, or do they do it in pairs?
Well, we do it both ways. We have the majority of our shopping centre sites are single sites, but we do have double ones, like the bigger shopping centres, like the Westfields and Centros, allow us to have two in there at a time. But in general, there's only one person. But what I will add to that is that we have a driver that takes everyone out to work, sets them up in their site, orientates them of what the facilities are around, e.g. toilet, cafe, that sort of thing. And at the end of the day, the driver comes back and picks them up, takes the money, and drives them back into town. So you're completely looked after. And when you're in the shopping centre, basically most shopping centres have security set up there with either security guards or surveillance systems, and we're totally being looked after at all times.
Yeah, well, transport would be an issue, so it's great that people can get a lift to and from work. What about expansion plans? Have you got expansion plans?
Well, I've always had expansion plans. I've wanted to see this thing go Australia-wide from day one, and my involvement with the Blind Sporting Council now spans some 17 years, I think, so on and off. But the Blind Sporting Council has had operations in Perth and Queensland for quite a while, but the ambition, I think, within the organisation is now to get the whole thing up and running properly, and the kind of prototype that we put together in South Australia has proved that it's possible, because if you find the right people, you can build a really good campaign anywhere. So I've taken a few people down to Tasmania. We did a trip last year. The Northern Territory is often one we can go to for a couple of weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, and run a campaign there. But I'm gathering that they're looking to get into the eastern states for sure.
Okay, so at this stage, collecting in West Australia, Queensland, Northern Territory and Tasmania, and looking to go obviously to the two big states, New South Wales and Victoria.
That's right. Well, the big sort of stuff is all happening, as everyone says. It's all happening in the eastern states. But in Adelaide, there's plenty going on here too. But yeah, the Blind Sporting Council has a national focus now, and they want to make sure the blind and vision impaired people doing sport everywhere in Australia can get the assistance that they need. And the only way that can be done is by raising money in each and every area. And it's a big job, but I'd say that it's very doable, and I think I'd like to be a big part of it.
Tim, if people want to find out more, what's the best way to get in touch?
Okay, if you want to talk to us, if you give us a call on, I'll give the Blind Sporting Council a call, be the best thing.
Yep.
I think the number is 8232-4644.
That's beautiful. And blindsport.com.au is their website.
That's the one.
Tim, keep up the good work.
Thanks, Pete. Good talking to you.
Tim Haggis there, heads up collecting for the Blind Sporting Council. Phil, just before we go, the BCI